Let's try again. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this comes out good. Let me check the audio. Try. Okay, we good. Thank the Lord. Okay, we gotta share this out so everybody can know that we are live, that we are out here grafting, improving, and I don't even know what I'm trying to say, man. I'm live. I'm gonna start doing this consistently as much as I can. But you guys know I got other projects planned. The Blick incident, all that stuff. Okay, we got one person in there. Hello to that one person. Let's get this going. Yes. Florian Wirtz to Liverpool's close. We're almost there, guys. That's one thing I gotta say. We are almost there. And I'm just gonna chat. I'm just gonna talk. What is the talk? Okay. So let's get this up on the screen. And before I get this up on the screen, make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you subscribe and you share. Get this out there because we are trying to go up in the world. We are trying to grow. We are trying to improve. We are trying to go places with this whole content creation thing. So yeah, we're trying to do everything we can to take everything to the next level, make the necessary improvement, make the necessary jumps to be a content creator that a lot of people would watch. And yeah, before I need to do a quick promo. Jujutsu Kaisen, the Blick incident, original, not really original because it got Jujutsu Kaisen, but it's original in terms of the story elements and whatnot and what I added to it. Link to that is in the description below. Episode 1 or 2 are out. Me and my team, we're going to start filming episode 3 next month, so make sure you check that out. And I got a new series that I'm announcing soon. 2 new series I'm announcing soon. Just waiting for the logos to get done. So all of that stuff, check out Jujutsu Kaisen, the Blick incident, all of that stuff is in the description below. So after the stream, go check that out. Like this video because we got a lot to talk about. I'm about to put this up on the screen. Let's move this here. Let's slap this here. Boom. Let's make this big. Boom. Okay. It's a matter of hours or days for Florian Wirtz deal. So Liverpool fans can get ready. Do you know the thing about Fabrizio Romano? Let me just close down my DMs with the boys. Okay. The thing about Fabrizio Romano, yeah. This dude loves to milk it. He loves to milk all this news. But like I said, man, that's why he's popular. That's why he has the influence that he does. But matter of days, matter of hours, basically saying it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I'm sure it's going to happen type of energy. But I said in my video that Liverpool signing Florian Wirtz is the biggest signing in Liverpool history. It is a signing of intent, a statement signing, and I know a lot of people keep going down to the fact that the comment I said that this signing is the biggest signing since Fernando Torres. And people don't really understand what I mean by that. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. When I say this is the biggest signing, yo, it was good. But okay, let me keep on cooking. When I say this is the biggest signing since Fernando Torres, make sure you like the video, guys. When I say this is the biggest signing since Fernando Torres, what you guys need to understand is that I'm saying this from a standpoint of coming in, no one's questioning the fee. Everybody knows that's the guy. People brought up Van Dijk. Van Dijk was a great player, one of the best centre-backs in the league. But a lot of people were saying that we spent too much. This is a waste of money. Why did they sign him? He's good, but he ain't that good. All of that stuff. No one's complaining that Liverpool are about to spend 120 million on Florian Wirtz. People are saying if Liverpool get this over the line, this is a generational talent. This guy is special. This guy is arguably the best number 10 in world football. This is the difference. Van Dijk's expectations and the scrutiny that Liverpool got for paying that type of money for a centre back is the reason why we can't compare this to Florian Wirtz. Like, Florian Wirtz is so much of a big deal that a lot of people think this deal is going to collapse. I expect this deal to go through. I was very anxious, and I said in a previous video that Liverpool, if you are going to enter the race for Florian Wirtz, you got to sign him. I said you got to sign him. We cannot come out of this with egg on our face. We cannot come out of this looking stupid, because we've been in a lot of situations where we've looked stupid as a club. We looked stupid as an organization. We look just dysfunctional and unorganized. The thing about it is, yeah, once you get Florian Wirtz, now we need to start building on other positions, because other positions need to be addressed. We need to get Kirkes over the line. We obviously got Jeremy Frimpong, now maybe a centre back, and now a striker. We can probably maneuver our way around this window without a DM. I feel like a DM would be needed, but it comes down to what style of football that Slot wants to play. But overall, one thing I can say about all of this is that Liverpool are heading in the right direction, and this is something that we've been trying to do for the longest time. We tried it with Caicedo. It failed. We tried it with Lavia, which it should have succeeded, but we messed around with that deal. It failed. We tried it with Zubimendi. It failed. Signings like this is and it's funny because I'm not gonna lie. If someone came up to me and goes, Blick, you got to fail. Liverpool got to fail with all these signings, your Caicedos, your Tchouaménis, your all of them guys, to get Florian Wirtz, I would take that, because Florian Wirtz is a special type of player. You don't see Florian Wirtz lying around in the market. You can find someone that can do a Zubimendi job. You can find someone that can do these jobs at a good level. It may not be the level of the players that we initially go for, but the level is good enough for you to be fine. We found Gravenberch, molded him into a DM, and he's out there. Alright, man. And he's out there doing the job. And that's the most important thing. Like, this signing is huge, man. If it gets over the line, this signing is huge. This signing had me saying that we're going back to back. And I'm not going to lie. Clip me. Have me on record. If we sign Zubimendi, I can confidently say Liverpool going back to back if we strengthen the other areas as well. But yeah, Zubimendi, tremendous signing. I'm very happy. I'm very gassed. I'm very excited. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. And keep liking the video. This is very important. It's very important to hit the like button, man. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to get a discussion going on with you guys. So hit that like button, man. Come on. Let's get this going. Let's get discussing. Let's get talking. Let's get everything going, you know. But like I say, man, you know what it is, yeah. When you see news like this, it feels unreal, because I'm so used to us not signing the finished article. And when you see your club in a situation where you're signing a bunch of potentials, a bunch of people that you don't really know if they're gonna be good, it makes you feel a certain type of way, you know. And that's my thing. Like honestly, that is my thing. Yeah, man. I can't believe it, man. I honestly can't. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Come on, get chatting, get liking, have a conversation with me. This is the discussion. This is us trying to put everything together and trying to piece things together. But yeah, honestly stunned. So the rumors of the deal, in terms of the parameters of the deal, I'm hearing that we are going to add, obviously I know the base fee is going to be over 100 million euros plus some add-ons. Apparently see you at 10p. What said? Okay, so this guy's making I thought I saw something on Words. I almost freaking dropped my microphone. But like I said, I'm just scrolling through, just browsing, just seeing if there's anything other than Fabrizio recycling the same information again and again and again. But bottom line is, Wirtz deal is a game changer. Game changer. And one question I want to ask you guys, because I saw this somewhere, and I discussed this with Enz in his Twitter space, and that was, what if Wirtz is the long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah? How would you guys feel? Like, honestly, how would you guys feel if you find out that Florian Wirtz is the long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah? Me personally, I don't know how I feel about that, because we need signing wingers still. If you're talking about long-term replacement in the sense that Wirtz is going to be the guy and it's going to be Wirtz's team and he's going to be the main person at Liverpool, then that's calm. That's calm. If Wirtz is going to be the main person at Liverpool, that is calm. I have no issues with that. But the issue I have is we still need to sign a quality right winger if Salah ends up when Salah ends up leaving, and obviously we need to sign a quality centre back when Van Dijk ends up leaving. Obviously we got Mavadashvili in place for Alisson Becker. But a lot of people are wondering how Liverpool facilitating this deal. We spent 10 million last summer. Caicedo money was never spent. And since Caicedo money was never spent, that money is still there to be available. And me personally, I do predict that Liverpool are going to spend up to 300 million. We're going to have a very big window. Very big window. A very big window. Okay, let's see if I can get a tactics board. And let's look at some numbers that Florian Wirtz has had this season. Let's actually see what type of guy we're getting over the last couple of years. Ooh, 8 people in the stream. Hit that like button, man. I'm hyped. We're hyped. We're signing Florian Wirtz, arguably the best number 10 in the game. Liverpool never signed the best in the game. Liverpool never signed the number 1 guy in their position. We signed we developed people to being the number 1 guy, but we never signed the number 1 guy. So guys, like up this video. I need likes, man. I need likes, man. I need likes, man. Like, honestly, guys, please, 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 please. If you want me to explain, I'm trying to get used to this. I'm trying to get this going. I need some likes. I need you guys to start liking up this stream, to start doing everything that you need to do, because honestly, man, this is huge. This is huge. I'm gonna see if I can get some Florian Wirtz numbers up for you guys, so you guys can see everything we are doing in terms of that. Okay, let's see. Florian Wirtz. Let's look at his numbers. Let's look at his numbers. Okay. Let's look at his numbers. Yep. I just got a message from Enz. What's good, man? Go subscribe to Enz if you haven't, man. Great guy, great channel. But let's look at this now. Let's look at this now. Boom. Okay, Florian Wirtz. So last season he played 31 games in the Bundesliga, got 10 goals, 13 assists. Obviously in the Champions League he played 9 games, 6 assists. 6 goals, 1 assist. Overall 45 games, 16 16 goals and 15 assists. Very good for his position. And let's see what he did last year. Okay. Last year he was better last year, but obviously it's expected because the team was better. Everything was flowing well. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Honestly, I really appreciate that. Like, honestly, man. Obviously for me personally, and I'm gonna dive a little bit off topic. For me personally, when it comes down to doing live streams, I'm very used to doing it with other people rather than doing a solo stream. So it's something I'm learning to adapt, something I'm learning to get used to. But bit by bit, we grow, we improve. And this is kind of different because I'm used to making skits, making comedy content. Like I said, if you haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen, The Blick Incident, Link to that's in the description below. My series, my original series, Jujutsu Kaisen the Blick Incident, and I'm going to be revealing 2 other series that I'm planning on launching. The logos for them are coming out soon. We are creating the BCU, the Blick Cinematic Universe, and we got a big team working on this, helping me create legendary comedy and action content. So yeah, if you haven't seen that after the stream, go check that out in the description and whatnot. But yeah, back to this. Okay, so obviously Florian Wirtz had better numbers last season. That's because he played more games, and obviously they won the Europa League, and obviously they won the double last season. Okay, do your thing, my guy. I'm here before the 100. Hey, man, I like yo, you be gassing me up, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Honestly, I appreciate that. But yeah, Florian Wirtz got 18 goals, 20 assists. This is the potential of a guy surrounded by a good team, and I expect those numbers to go up at Liverpool because Liverpool are better than Leverkusen, and Liverpool create a lot of chances, and Liverpool going to put Florian Wirtz in positions to be successful on the pitch. And obviously, well, let me go back here. I need to address something real quick. You see my mouse? These are the positions that Florian Wirtz has played throughout his whole entire career. Obviously, we've seen him. He's played centre forward 1 time, and I don't really expect Liverpool to play him there because that would be a waste. He's played a wing 1 time. Well and truly, people say he can play multiple different positions, but I'm looking at it right now. Wait, is it just this season? Let me see overall. So we can get a gist of it. Show me overall. Let's see overall. Okay, that's a better breakdown. Okay, so Florian Wirtz has played centre forward 11 times. I'm looking at it right now, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's versatile and he can clearly play a lot of different positions. But like, look at them numbers in the attacking midfielder position. Like, it would be a waste for Liverpool to play him anywhere else but that position. Like, he's even played central midfield. Like, it would definitely be a waste. Cause I saw Tom Little say that Florian Wirtz needs to be a false 9. Like, that's one guy and that's one guy I need to talk to, man. Him, Callum, them guys, man, I need to talk to them because some of their takes, man, it just has me going like this. Like you get what I mean? Because sometimes just because someone is versatile and can play multiple different positions, what you gotta understand is all about maximizing what that player can do. For someone like Florian Wirtz, who is a generational talent, who is a guy that can be one of the best players in the world, a potential Ballon d'Or winner, like he is on that caliber. One thing I gotta say is this: it's important to maximize what they can do. Like me as a striker, when I play a striker for my team, I benefit from making runs in behind. I'm one of those people that arc my run like this, so I can bend my run so I can maintain being on side. Obviously, I can play ball to feet. Obviously, I can play in tight spaces. I'm a pretty versatile striker. But if you want to maximize my strength, it's giving me passes when I'm running into space, when I'm able to ghost in, when I'm able to be a goal poacher, a goal threat. Obviously, I can do other assets. I can play on the wing and I can play other positions. But you're taking the essence that makes me good as a player. And that's the same thing with players like Florian Wirtz and other players. Just because you can play in other positions, it doesn't mean we should start reformatting this guy to be a false 9. Why don't we just get a striker? Like, why don't we just get a striker? We get a quality number 9. We get Florian Wirtz, and I can't wait for next season. Like, I'm being real. I cannot wait for next season. Simulate preseason. And when I mean simulate, obviously I want everything to be done properly, but simulate it. Just take me to the first game of the season, because I'm not gonna lie. When you see it here, Frimpong, Wirtz, Isak, a guy can dream. Come on. A guy can dream. I know Isak ain't happening, but a guy can dream. I can dream, man. If there's a scenario where we sell Diaz and Darwin Núñez, and that brings in Isak, Treble. That's what I'm going to say. Treble. If there's a world where we sell Darwin Núñez, which he's going to go, and Luis Diaz, and that makes room for Isak, I'm going to say it again. Treble. 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 Like you heard it here first. Treble. Because at that point, yeah, Liverpool are doing what they should have done years ago when we won the Premier League. Create separation from the pack. Man City are struggling to get a 10. They're balancing from Gibbs White to Reinders and all them, man. Create separation. Create separation. You know, in basketball where they go through the legs, step back, defenders they create themselves a massive amount of space and they shoot over the guy. Create separation. That's what Liverpool need to do. You are the Premier League champions. The next stage is to win the Premier League and the Champions League and create separation. Arsenal, I'm seeing, are struggling to pay the money that Rodrigo wants. So they're struggling with that. They signed Zubimendi. Cool. They still need a striker. But I don't care what striker they get if we get a quality one ourselves. Here's the thing. I know a lot of people want Ekitike. Let me know in the chat how you guys feel about Ekitike. Like what's your dream striker, man? And anyone that says Benjamin Sesko is getting blocked. I'm you don't understand how much I don't want Sesko, man. I don't want him. I don't want him. I do not want him, man. I will forge his medical and say that shit failed just so that he won't sign for us. Man. No, man. I freaking like the Uber that he's taking to fly out here. I'll pop the tires, bro. I don't want Benjamin Sesko. I don't want him at all. I don't like his output. I want a number 9 that I can see if he's in the right situation, he's gonna get back like 20 plus. Because we need to take the scoring load off Salah, and obviously signing Florian Wirtz is gonna help take the scoring load off him. When you take the scoring load off off Salah, and you got Wirtz scoring. You got if Diaz stays, Diaz scoring. You got Gakpo scoring, and then you got the 9 scoring. I need us to create an environment where Salah can actually cruise to the end portion of the season, because that's very important, man. Honestly, that's very important, because at the end of the day, what it boils down to is that we need to be in a situation where we can create an environment where everybody is just chipping in on goals. Obviously, McAllister can get a good amount of goals. When we go up against a PSG, where we need that maverick type of person, someone that's gonna offset the offense, someone that's gonna be creative, someone that's gonna be able to make line splitting passes, someone that's gonna be able to take on a man. Because I've been in games myself, and I know I'm sounding like I'm gassing myself, but I've been in these situations where the game is on the line. I pick up the ball and I just try and carry it forward. Whether I get through and score, I'm trying to make something happen. I'm trying to take responsibility into my own hands to make something happen. And the thing at Liverpool is, if Salah doesn't do it, a lot of the time we are hoping that Núñez has a game, because Núñez's good games are coin flips. If it lands on heads, he's having a good game. If it lands on tails, he's having a bad game. But for some reason, he keeps landing on tails. Maybe he has a coin that is tails on both sides. You get what I mean? So, Diaz sometimes inconsistent. Apparently, he only plays well when the weather's good. Gakpo has the ghost gene. He ghosts in games, but sometimes he can chip in with a goal here and there. At the end of the day, we need to create an environment where if Salah's not playing well, we can still create, we can still score, we are still dangerous. Because here's the thing: when you have other players to worry about, you are pulling people away from Salah. Because at the end of the day, when Mane was there and people were focused on Salah, Mane was through. When people were focused on Mane, Salah was through. Because at the end of the day, good players create gravity. You guys know the term gravity. Gravity, the ability to draw people towards you, to stop you from doing what you do that's well. So you use your gravity to draw people towards you, and then you give space for the other players to produce. You know how like you see strikers, they make a run, not trying to get the ball. They're making a run to try and create space for other people to make a run, or trying to create space for the person with the ball to progress through the gaps. And that's the same thing when you have good players. When you have good players and you have players that can stretch the game out. Good luck, Liverpool, brother. Yes, we need it. We need it. We need it. We need it. Let me see if I can get any updates. But point being is this, man. At the end of the day, what we need is players that can take off the scoring load of Salah. And if we have players that can take off the scoring load of Salah, it's easy from there. Like it's easy from there, because Salah's gonna be more free. You got too many weapons to worry about. If I put 2 man on Salah, or with too much focus on Salah, we're leaving this guy open. If I put too much focus on this person, we're leaving this person open. Liverpool need to have more reliable option. When you have more reliable option, when you have match winners, winning the Premier League not only will be easier, it will also put us in good position to have different ways of giving different looks. When you're a boxer, for example, you're fighting on the inside, going to the body, going to the head, going down low in terms of like digging shots to the body, jabbing to the head. Sometimes that's not gonna work. Sometimes you gotta get on your toes and box and move. Sometimes you gotta fight in the pocket. Sometimes you gotta pick your spots and just counter punch. You know. Sometimes you gotta do multiple different ways, because every match is a different scenario. Every teams have strengths. Every teams have weaknesses. And us having players like a Florian Wirtz who knows how to win the game by himself, and having a striker that can get a goal when chances have been created, it makes us in good position to win the treble. I'm not sure about the quad, because the quad is going to be dependent on injuries and people's availabilities and whatnot. But overall, man, if Liverpool can get a good striker in and a centre back, I think we're going to be in a great position. But guys, let me know what centre backs would you guys be looking at? What central midfield? What? Okay, I wish I want a midfielder so bad. I want Adam Wharton. But what strikers would you be looking at? What centre backs would you be looking at? And is there any other position that you feel like we will strengthen? And who do you think is going to be the outgoings? Me personally, if I was to say outgoings, I got Harvey Elliott, gone. Darwin Núñez, gone. Jota, he has a price, but we're not going to push him out the door. Gakpo, unsellable. Diaz, he has a price, but we're not pushing him out the door. We've got a lot of players within the team that have a price and we're not pushing out the door. Obviously, got Wataru Endo, has a price, but we're not pushing him out the door. Obviously, we've got Federico Chiesa. I don't know what the hell's happening with that brother, man. I hope you know what is here with Chiesa. I want him to succeed at Liverpool, but I feel like we need to at least use him on the wing. If we okay, let me create your scenario. Hear me out when I say this. So, what if we sell Darwin Núñez, we sell Luis Diaz, and then we make Chiesa play on the left as a Gakpo backup, and then Hello, hello. Oh, my thing slipped out. Yeah, it came out. But okay, so let me see this back. And when you see, okay, so back to what I was saying. So basically, like the video if you haven't already. I see 15 people in the stream. Like the video. We got 8 likes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm liking this. I'm liking it. These streams have been pretty successful. Big up, big up. What's good? What's good, man? Get the Liverpool fans in, man. Get the Liverpool fans in, man. This is a celebration, bro. This is a celebration. This is a celebration. But back to what you're saying. I do believe we need a centre back. Kids are going on loan. Me personally, I don't want him to go on loan. He either stays or he gets sold. That's one of the two things. We need to make money. We need to build a squad. We need players that we can use now. Kids is 27 years old, turning 28. He is at the age where we're not selling you on loan. We sold you for 10 million. We will sell you for 20. We will sell you for 25. You're not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. For your talent level, you are relatively cheap. So for me, Chiesa has to stay or go. It's really that simple. Chiesa has to stay or go. There's no in between. I'm not playing games next season. I'm trying to win back-to-back Premier Leagues. One thing that Liverpool do, Chiesa looks like, yeah. I'm hearing that. I heard on Kopish, when I was watching Kopish, that Chiesa has mad crazy insomnia and he keeps feeling fatigued and tired. I don't know the solution to that, but you can't be a professional athlete and have an insomnia. You need to get your rest, man. Like, I played games tired before. Horrible experience. Especially if you're someone that relies on energy and work rate, which Chiesa does. He's a very electric guy on his day, and hopefully a full preseason can help him. Hopefully he gets an opportunity at Liverpool, because I really want to see that guy succeed. Like, honestly, I really want to see him succeed, and I really hope he succeeds. Like, honestly, I really hope Federico Chiesa succeeds. I really like the guy. I really like his ability on the ball. But if he can't succeed, you gotta go. You gotta get sold, because I feel like we're at the stage of our cycle that we need to try and stat pad as much Premier Leagues and as much Champions Leagues as we can. Because one thing I've noticed about Liverpool, we play well and then we lose. We win one year, we go a couple of years without winning nothing. Why don't we just have a full bake window? Just have the greatest window of all time. What FSG need to understand is this: buy all the things you need to buy, and the next summer you're literally just buying one player each window, one player each window, one player each window. It's that simple. If you buy what you need to buy, you're literally getting one player each window, one player each window, one player each window. It's that simple. Let me see the comments. Let's see what the commenters are saying. Okay. So then he has to go low. But if he regains his confidence in the Premier League, you can take him back in January. This man, you know what I'll do? This is a gamble. Keep Chiesa until January. If Diaz wants to go, let Diaz go. Get a striker. Keep Chiesa to January. If Chiesa ain't good enough, sell him. Get a Jeremy Gittins or something like that to deputize with Gakpo. I'm not sure. Chat. What do you guys think? Do you think Jeremy Gittins is a guy that we should get as a alternative to Gakpo? Or would you like a Rodrigo? I don't think we're gonna sign Rodrigo. I don't think we're gonna sign Rodrigo. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think, man? But yeah, like I said, if I would take the gamble and keep him, man. I would take the gamble and keep him. I will really take that gamble and keep him. 22 people. Wow, this is a very successful day. Like I said, come in. Like the video. Subscribe. And also, afterwards, if you have the time, I'm a short film creator. Create skits. Create comedy content. If you like all that stuff, in the description. I got a playlist for It's Dr. Blick channel, and the link in that is the Blick Incident. It's my series that I've been working on. Episode 1 and 2 is already out, so make sure you go check that out after the stream and give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Episode 3 is in production next month, and I'm really looking forward to releasing episode 3 for the Blick Incident. And obviously I got other series I'm planning on doing as well. But damn, we had 22 people in the stream. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Hopefully we can get the likes run up and whatnot. I think they're coming from TikTok. But hey, thank you guys for the support. Like, honestly, it really means a lot, man. Like up this video. Let me see how much that TikTok video is doing. Oh shit, no, wait. Okay, wrong button there. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay, the TikTok video go. Okay, that makes sense now. Alright. Yeah. Guys, if you see any bumpers or any other topics you want me to talk about in terms of other deals, obviously we saw the situation that happened to Alejandro Garnacho, the manager. Ruben Amorim basically told him to pack his bags. You're no longer needed, man. Let me know what you guys think about that. Honestly, man, let me know what you guys think about that. I want not. Okay. Let me find this thing I was looking for. Actually, no. Let's get the tactics board up. Let me break down some tactics with you guys. Let me see. Tactics board. Okay. Tacticsboard.com. Soccer. Okay. Let me show you my screen. Let's see how this was. Okay. So obviously, we're gonna have Becker in goal. Oh, Mavidashvili. If Mavidashvili can steal a position, let me number these. You know what? Fuck the numbers. Okay. Obviously, we're gonna have Frimpong. Frimpong most likely gonna be operating in these sections, if I'm taking a guess. But for argument's sake, let's just put them out. Centre back, Konate here, Van Dijk here, and then for argument's sake, let's just say Karkis is here. And obviously, right now we got McAllister, Gravenberch. But keep in mind, guys, Szoboszlai might rotate into this section because Szoboszlai in that section look more comfortable, because Szoboszlai is a guy that likes to play the way he faces and likes to dictate games in that manner. He wants to see the pitch. He don't like being, let's say Szoboszlai's here. And the defender's here. Let's say Szoboszlai's facing this way. Defender's here. Szoboszlai wants to play the way he faces, playing the way he faces is going to be here, here. But some players, if they scan their shoulders, okay, let's get rid of that. If they scan their shoulders, what they're going to do is they're going to spin around here, on the turn, on the half turn already. So spin here. Me as a striker, what I like to do is, if the defender tries to pin me down, I like to back up, pause. I like to go here, yeah. And what I do is, I get the ball, control it. Obviously, I know what's behind me. And obviously, I back my pace. I go around here, onto my right foot. If I'm closer to goal, if I'm like here, on my right foot, try and bang it across to the bottom corner merchant right here. Or if I can see the near post open, I try and curl it into the near post. But sometimes if it's not working, I see guy here. Let's put this guy here for them. Sometimes I try to go here. So I try to do it into okay, is this a pen? Not sure. Okay. Wait, what's this? Okay, you know what? Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. Sometimes I like to go past here. To go this angle here. Reason being is, when I do that, what that does is it allows me to go past here and then obviously inside, out, and then make the run there. So pass here, that's what I would do. Inside, out, and then make the run here. But back to the point I was. Soboslai is not comfortable back to goal. So don't be surprised if you see him operate in a deeper role. Because I've told people in the past, Soboslai is a poor man's Fede Valverde. You would never play Fede Valverde in the number 10. You would play him right back. You would play him on the wing. You want to use that energy because Fede Valverde can get up and down the wing. He's got good passing ability and he's got incredibly great ball striking, like Dominic Szoboszlai does. Okay, so McAllister and Gravenberch, and here we got Wirtz, and here we have Salah. Obviously, this ain't gonna be the shape. This is just me just getting people onto the pitch. And here we have Diaz or Gakpo. And then obviously we will have whoever the number 9 is here. So what's gonna happen is this, I think. So Salah's gonna go here. Diaz or Gakpo is gonna be here. So they're gonna be operating here. They're gonna be operating here. And this is how we're gonna look on the attack, I reckon. Correct me if I'm wrong if you guys feel like it's gonna be any different. Frimpong is gonna be operating here. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Frimpong here, or you see Salah do a combination of 1-2, gets the ball, might go for a bender here, or might just get the ball, give and go. Frimpong's gonna be lit. Like trust me, when we start attacking, Frimpong gonna be up here, Kirke's gonna be up here, I'm guessing, and then if we get a DM, what they'll do is they'll drop back and cover here. So now we got a back 3, and then obviously you got a Roma. Obviously you got, what's his name here? Wirtz. That's what I'm guessing. Obviously spread them out, cover the space, so we can keep compact. And obviously once the like I said, in order to do this system, we are gonna need a quality DM. Because obviously he's gonna go back here. Okay, let's put him back here. Put this guy here. And obviously move him up there. Move him up there. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, Konate is gonna be doing a lot of dog work. And obviously Salah, Gakpo, Diaz right here. But like I said, man, the thing about all of this is a very interesting situation we have, because Frimpong is normally here for his team. He's normally there. Frimpong is normally there. But if he's there, look how much space is here. That's going to make Konate have to cut across. And I'm not going to lie to you, knowing how Konate is, if he does that, he's getting injured. So Konate is going to have to come across to cut out the danger. But guess what? If he cuts across, yeah, let's say Frimpong's bomb forward. He's bomb forward. He's in no man's eye. Let's say he's jogging back, even though he should be running back. And you got a winger on the other team. Let's put for the hit is here. So what happens is long ball. So he's forward. Let's say one of them get dispossessed. They knock it here to this dude. And so now Konate is in a situation. Let me tell you what I would do if I was in that position against Konate. If I had the ability to beat a Konate, because Konate is a freak of nature. Okay, so me personally, I'm seeing Konate charging at me. What am I ever gonna do is this. Here's the trick about being a forward. His energy and trajectory to bust the gut, to get into the position, gives the striker the advantage. And let me tell you why. So he's busting the gut to the position. I got the ball, and guess where I'm going? He's running. I'm as a striker, I'm just gonna go here. I'm just gonna pick the ball up, take it here, and look. So running. And if he's running across to try and cut out the thing, most likely he's gonna slide tackle. So what I'm gonna do, cut my foot across the ball, like, let's say this is my right leg. So Konate is coming. I'm going to put my foot here. Like, this is the outside of my foot. As he tries to slide tackle, and I'm just going to shift it here. So when I shift it here, he slide tackles. He's out of the picture. And look what I have. Van Dijk has to try and come and cover me. But if you're someone that backs your pace, backs your position, you're literally one-on-one with the goalkeeper. If you're a good finisher, boom, into the net. That's what would happen in a scenario like that, man. But like I said, this is a very interesting dilemma that Liverpool have, because if we got Bradley, then there's not really a need to bomb forward, because Bradley bombs forward, but Bradley will get back. So yeah, what do you guys think, man? Now, honestly, let me know what you think. Glad to have 23 people in the stream, or 14 now. Man, like I said, hit the like button if you're here. Enjoy the content. Enjoy what I'm putting out and whatnot. 11 likes and 14 viewers. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff, man. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Very happy. Very successful stream. Because, guys, man, if I'm being honest, the more successful streams we have, the more I'm gonna be inclined to like make more content. That's just the thing about me, man. I got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I got the Blick incident. I got my comedy skits that I'm posting. I'm working on. Those are big priorities. But I do love talking about football. I do love discussing football. So when I'm in a situation to discuss football, that's something that I'm gonna put myself in a situation to do, man. But overall, man, I want to know what you guys think, man. Let me know. Let's have a discussion. How do you think the setup will be? Hopefully next stream I can get a couple of guests in. But no, because if Konate has to come out to you, then one of the midfielders will have to drop to cover. Yes, that is very true. That is very true. Okay, let's go back to the tactics board again. Okay. So one of the midfielders have to drop the cover. That is very true. So let's say this person's it. But like I said, one thing you gotta keep in mind, you gotta look at where they are. You gotta look at where they are on the pitch. Let's say, for example, yeah. Okay, so let's take this guy out. Let's say Konate's here. So Konate comes across. So this person would have to drop here. Yeah. Do you know the thing about the DM position? George. People have to understand their roles to the T. So let's say everybody breaks away forward. This guy's bomb forward. This guy's bomb forward. As long as we have someone back, as long as it's not McAllister having to support Konate and it's Gravenberch, then I'm calm. The reason why I'm saying no longer is not McAllister, because McAllister struggles to cover ground. But what's it though? Okay, Van Dijk doesn't get exposed in that situation. No, Van Dijk doesn't get exposed in that situation, because what I'm saying is this here. Konate can't keep coming across by himself. He can't keep coming across by himself. Like, his legs are going to be running to the ground. Like, if you have a bunch of, like, if you got a DM that can cover that ground, that's like a Caicedo or a Kante or a João Neves, then, yeah, it's going to work. But Gravenberch is a different type of DM where his game is more centered around, at least the way he's playing DM is more centered around interceptions, retaining the ball, giving the ball out, being good in his own half, being good to try and dribble his way out of traffic and whatnot. His next evolution is to instead of dribbling out of traffic, split the lines of your passes. Make eye of the needle balls. Use less energy and be more smart about your play. You get what I mean? But George, you made a very good point. You made a very good point, and you're absolutely right. I did not. It's not like I didn't think of it. I didn't think of it, but it's one of those things where it's just been a long day that didn't come to mind, because, like I said, man, when a person comes there, if the midfielder can cover him, then that should be fine, man. But at the end of the day, I'm not a tactical. I, as a player, was a maverick. I didn't like having too much stuff to do tactically. I like to have the freedom to roam and do my thing. My main instruction: get goals. If you want me to hold up the ball, now I can hold up the ball. If you want me to drop deep, I can drop deep. But when you're trying to give me patterns and play a house and move, it's not something I like doing, because I feel like football needs to be played with a lot of freedom and a lot of ability to express yourself. But George, 100% right. You were spot on. The midfielder would drop back and support, but there will be situations, I will say, that there may not be a midfielder drop back, because shit happens, you know. But you're absolutely spot on. But George, I gotta ask you here, if you're still in this stream, do you want what striker do you think Liverpool should get? To all the new people joining, what striker do you think Liverpool should get? 13 likes, lovely. Keep the likes going up. Subscribe if you're new. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is what Liverpool did under Klopp. The fullbacks bombed forward, and yes, we did get exposed many times as only having one DM, but I think he has relieved that with imposing two centre backs that could. Okay, stop the slow. Okay, yeah. You're 100% right. Yeah, we did get exposed. Do you know what I think it is? Yeah, it's the profile of DM that we need. We need someone that knows. We need, obviously, there's two types of DMs here. There's one that mainly focuses on interception and ball retention in terms of retaining the ball, and then you got the one that gets stuck in the bastard DM, and Liverpool would need the bastard DM that loves to get around. The bastard DM that loves to get around, that has a little bit of finesse to his game. You know what I mean? Zubamendi would have been good for that, because he's a good ball winner and he's really good on the ball. But he obviously chose to go to Arsenal, and at the time when we went for him, he wasn't really looking to leave. But yeah, you're right. George, if you're here, what striker would you want at Liverpool? And also, shit, my mind's gone blank. Other than the centre back, is there any other positions you feel like we were filling? Okay, I don't have a classic CDM, and I'm not sure about the striker. There isn't a lot of options right now. Yes, there isn't a lot of options. I said earlier, I'm not sure if you heard me say it earlier, I said, would you entertain selling Diaz and gambling on Chiesa getting better to be Gakpo's backup? So you make Chiesa a left winger, and obviously you got Wirtz in the 10, and you sell Nunes. Let's say you sell Nunes and Diaz, and then you get a Alexander Isak. Obviously, I don't expect the Isak deal to be straightforward. I don't expect him to leave, but maybe Liverpool should test the waters to see if it's possible. You know what I mean? Test the waters to see if it's possible. Test the waters to see if they can convince him to leave Newcastle. Like, there's nothing wrong testing the waters. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, I don't think we're gonna sign what's that brother's name? Alvarez. I don't think we're gonna sign Alvarez. Alvarez would be perfect for the system. But yeah, or maybe they play Wirtz false 9. I'm not sure if you were here earlier, George. I'm truly against Wirtz false 9. You sign him to maximize his potential and his ability. Wirtz is not a false 9. He should never play false 9. I don't want to see him false 9. I want to see him play in the position that he loves to operate in. But yeah, yo guys, I just saw something funny. Liverpool fans. I saw something funny. I gotta share this with you. Okay. So Michael Owen said, I can't stop watching Jurgen's passion defense of Trent. What a man. And then someone put this there. If Michael Owen ever agrees with you, rethink what he said. uh, pure comedy. Pure comedy. Pure comedy. Pure comedy. Okay. Oh my lord. Pure comedy. Oh gosh. Pure comedy. Okay, let me see what you said. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the stream. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. If you're into watching comedy skits and short form content, I got a series that I've been working on for the last couple of years called Jujutsu Kaisen, The Blick Incident. Link to that is in the description. Go subscribe to that channel. I got parodies. I got skits. I'm working on my original series, like proper, like well done short films. So go check that out. Shit, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, let me just get rid of that. Yeah, go check that out. But yeah, keep on liking the video. Really means a lot, and I'm really appreciating the support. I take everybody's community feedbacks, and we can elevate together. We can learn from each other. We can build together. That's the type of community I have. I'm not gonna be too hard headed. If I get something wrong, I admit it, and I acknowledge your points, and we can grow together like that. Okay, I already think Chiesa would settle into Liverpool if given the chance, but Slot obviously has worries. Yeah, Isak would be an option in the ideal world. Yes, but the world's never ideal. And yeah, I agree, but Slot sees Chiesa as a right winger. I think Chiesa is better off the left. A lot of Chiesa's iconic goals are off the left. That goal that he scored in the Euros, we cut inside and the ball like dipped in, off the left. But I will say this though, Chiesa is a player that I will take a gamble on. If he don't work out, sell him in January. Sell him in January. Get like a Jeremy Gittins or someone like that. Get what's that guy? It's a Fofana, the winger at Lyon. Yeah, get someone like him, and we can call it a day, man. Guys, I'm gonna be streaming for 2 more minutes, so make sure you like the video. All the new people that join, like, subscribe, and also check out the link in the description to the Blick Incident series. This is a series that I originally worked on, an action and comedy series. Everything well done, and obviously I'm working on 2 other series that's gonna be connected, man. All of these stuff are in the same universe, and it's something I really appreciate for you guys to check out. If you guys like comedy and all that stuff, make sure you check that out, because that is something that I do as well as making content that I'm doing now. But yeah, I agree. Kids in these games, man. He needs games. Maybe a full preseason because convince Slot. Like, I like to believe that if I'm out of favor to a manager, I like to believe that I would be able to convince my way or work my way back into the team. I don't like the whole notion of you're constantly a bench player, you're constantly a sub, you can't fight for your place type of energy, man. That's not a good environment. I want to have. Let's see. It's not a good environment to have at all. But anyways, guys, it's been an hour streaming. It's been nice. I'm hungry. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna watch the NBA playoffs. If you guys like basketball, I'm gonna be covering that on this channel with a lot of my friends. So my friends are gonna be here featuring, and we're gonna see if we can get Faz back on the stream. Because once we get Faz back on the stream, you can see his perspective for Chelsea and whatnot. But yeah, this has been a very successful stream. Thank you guys for coming down. Thank you guys for coming to support this stream. And for me, honestly, it really means a lot. I'm trying to do this as well as make comedy content, as well as do all this other stuff. And I just want to be the best person I can be as a content creator. But yeah, thank you, George. Thank you for dropping a subscribe, and I appreciate that. I know to the new people, man, you guys are gonna have to watch the playback because I'm gonna go get food. So yeah, You're going to have to watch the playback. Thank you for the 14 likes. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys later, man. Peace.